Hey, this is Brett from Rock City Studios. We are here with an awesome special guest, Tim from Red Light District Radio.
Rock City Studios, yeah!
Thank you very much for having me, man.
Oh, dude, it's an awesome thing to have you over here. You're the biggest music supporter there is, so I figured why not.
Well, dude, thanks so much. I love it here. I love you guys at Rock City, and thanks for always supporting us.
Dude, thank you for supporting us. Hug?
We can hug this one out.
Okay.
This is a little bit gay.
That was okay. He made the first move. That's cool. So we had you here because you're one of the biggest supporters of local music, and you do so much for this town. You really do. And so just in case people are not aware, and if you'd like to ramble on about anything here, is VCMAs. Again, that's the Ventura County Music Awards. Tim. Red Light District Radio. Internet. Tim. Red Light District Radio FM. Tim. No Cover Magazine. Tim.
First and foremost, it's a whole team effort. Like, I don't want to. That's me. No, I'm joking. It's a team effort.
What made you get into this whole supporting local music? Like, what drove you to become this person that you are today?
All right, so I was in the military, Navy, and I was going to make a career of it. I did 12 years. And, all right, that's my career. You know, that's my career. And then I got a divorce. And it was real smart, too. Kids, I mean, I'll try this with anybody. I knew the person. We dated for 2 months, and then we're like, let's get married. It's a good idea.
That sounds like a great idea.
I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Why not?
We have a child together, and then and I just had to be I had to choose my career or be a dad, and an easy decision.
Yeah.
Because I see when I was in the military, all these people hated each other. All the dads hated, all the kids hated the dads for being away so much. Well, then after that, I was like, I want to do everything for this kid. I was only good at two things, following orders and talking shit. I was like, well, what can I do with talking shit? Radio.
Seems like a good spot to start.
Well, I can't be good looking on TV. So I was like, all right, let's do radio for a while. Let's see where that takes me. After a while, it was like, well, we need people to be on air. Our first guest ever, her name was Ebony Ann Blaze.
She teaches here.
No way. Are you serious?
I swear to God. She teaches here.
And she was like from her on, that's where it was.
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you've grown up around music and everything like that, and this is something that I just have to know because you're a huge supporter of it all. What was like the first local show maybe that you've been to out here?
Yellow Card.
Yellow Card at the Majestic Theater?
No, at Skate Street. And it was so cool. Like, we went there. They were awesome. They were great. And then there was a stage, and they were just all sitting there. And they were like, hey, what's going on? Like, you can walk up to them and touch them, And then now we can't even get an interview with these guys.
Right. Now they're untouchable.
Yeah, I've been trying to get an interview with these guys because they were my first. Mm-hmm. My first, local concert. I've been trying since I started. Day one. And here we are 7 years later.
As that guy that is in the local scene, some would say a king in the local scene, what would you like to see for the local scene of Ventura County? What would you like to see happen?
I just want to see one band get out. That's it. Like, a part of me wants to leave because I'm so stressed out all the time. It's the phone's always ringing.
What's the main cause for the stress?
I'm just afraid to fail.
Right. Yeah, that's
the real.
I get that. I understand that.
And I want to go out on top, or at least people liking me. Yeah. Because in my business, only one way. There's only two ways out: on your own or forced out. And I don't want to be forced out.
Nope. No, and in my eyes, there's no other way other than make it happen. And I mean, I feel like that should just be tattooed on you and I. It's just make it happen, I know.
I feel you, dude.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things of like just for me is like something that I would love to see happen. Is to recognize that these bands out here are different than Los Angeles. Then these bands out here are different than some huge major city or any other city. I mean, that would go for any city, guaranteed.
You stand in line in West Hollywood, or any Hollywood, for 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
To get in to see a bunch of shitty bands.
Yeah.
Don't bust me up.
Right. At least out here we have pretty good bands and that are starting up and everything. It's a brand new music scene that's actually starting to build. For me, it's like getting the people to go to the shows and to stick around, to not be that cool person that's like, hey, yeah, I'll go see my friend's band and then I'll leave right after. Shitty. It just, there's that way of support everybody, and you might find something that you never knew was there. You really might fall in love with somebody, that's at the show. You might be there.
There's a lot of times where these a lot of people, like a lot of these bands that are in these bars and clubs, a lot of times you see, you go and you throw a show and you have maybe 30 people there.
Yes.
And I guarantee you, I would say 80% of the bands that were nominated for Ventura County Music Awards, can wax the ass of any of these mainstream artists.
Yes.
Guarantee. When it comes to just skill set, when it comes to creativity, and their song catalog can smash on a lot of them.
Well, a lot of the thing is that they're hungry. When you're comfortable, you don't work as hard. When you're hungry and you want it, and it isn't, you could see it, like it's that light at the end of the tunnel that you can see it, and that makes you a little bit more hungry. When you've already gone past the tunnel and you're in the Bahamas, it's hard to be hungry.
Yeah.
And it's hard to try that extra hour. There was always that thing of like, no matter how hard that you try in life, there's always that person that's going to try a little bit harder, and that person that's going to stay up a little bit later and do that kind of thing. And for me, that's what keeps me going. No, I gotta get this done.
That's every time I'm tired, I always think, all right, there's that other dude.
Yes.
Who's going to stay up longer than me. So I go, all right, instead of stopping now, I'm going to go another 2 hours.
Yes.
I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
Well, all right, I got 2 questions for you.
Okay.
What is the band that surprised you the most? 1. Number 2, what keeps you going?
Okay, over here, that surprised me the most?
Yeah, that's come through Rock City.
Despicable Good Guys.
Despicable Good Guys.
And this other band called the Velveteen Band. I remember exactly where I was for both of those things when I first saw the Velveteen Band. Oh, and another band, the Vacant Shapes. And,
hit me up, both of you guys.
The Vacant Shapes are incredible, and I love working with those guys. I'm recording their record and everything. And this happened with Despicable Good Guys and Vacant Shapes. And both times I was in the recording studio, I heard 15 seconds or 20 seconds of a song, of their first song, and I just came running out. And ran right to the front of house console, moved our front of house engineer over and said, I'll take this over. And then took that over, ran right back in the recording studio, hit record so that it would capture a little bit of what was happening out here. And they were that good. I mean, really, really that good. Despicable Good Guys, ska bands. I think they have like 3 horn players. Great band.
Is that the other day you were showing me?
That was Despicable Good Guys. Great guys. I mean, the name says it all. I mean, they really are good guys. Velveteen Band, man, just entertaining. And a couple of them are kindergartner teachers. Mm-hmm. I mean, great guys. Just outstanding individuals. And this goes for all bands. Those 3 bands.
Ventura County Music Awards Artist of the Year.
Right there. Let's see, Vacant Shapes, just a powerhouse. It was 3 people that sounded like 5 people or 6 people up on this stage. A powerhouse. Blew me away. Despicable Good Guys looked around and went, well, this music is just awesome. I mean, all 3 of those bands just killed it for me. I guess, to answer your second question, what keeps me sort of going is, yes, definitely, I don't want to fail. Second part of that is I believe I'm actually doing something good. And when you know that you're doing something good, you've got to keep it going. Because when you do something good and for a greater cause than making money or whatever, then you have the creation of an idea. And if you can create an idea, you can create an army, you can create a following, you can create a whole new thing that can literally change the way it's been done before. You know, and for me, I always want to be the best. I always want to make sure that what we have going on is great. And I don't want somebody else to be better than me. So that's probably what keeps. And I love music. Man, I just love it. Love, hearing new sounds, figuring out like new little toys and how to mess with things and all that kind of stuff.
Like, I get that. I understand. Like, I stopped doing it to be a radio guy a long time ago. Like, I noticed that in my life. Like, I stopped being, because everything was first radio station first, radio show first, red light disc show first. And then it turned into bands first, and myself second, and even my family second. You know what kills me is people question my integrity.
Yes.
People.
Why are you doing this? Why would you put so much time into that? I hate that. It's because I love it. You should love something too.
Accusations of shenanigans. And I mean, a little about me.
Yeah.
I didn't have a good upbringing. It was full of tomfoolery and just bullshit. And somewhere down the line, when I was like 12, I was forced to go to church. And like church, like Catholic deal. What I ended up doing is, I went to youth group, and then they saw something in me. They're like, you're a leader, and we'd love to train you. So I got trained up, and from 14 till maybe like 2021, it was all church, and then after I got out of church, I go and served my country. So all I've ever known was service, to serve other people, and that's why I think I just fed in to this. Just try my best to help our scene. And it's not just me, it's our scene. I mean, we honestly, Red Light, we had a ticket out in 2013. We had a multi-million-dollar potential multi-million-dollar deal on the table, and we could have left. And it wasn't in California. And we all sat down and we said, let's stay. And then ever since then, we went hard.
Very cool. That's awesome. Thanks
Well, it was
doing
basically what I was going to say to you is, when that happens to you, like, because I know, like, everyone, pay to play, but they don't understand, like, what they receive. Like, even, let's just say they just did the minimum, right?
Yes.
They paid their whatever dues. I mean, they get treated like a king. You get your own little dressing room over there.
Oh, you're talking about us.
Yeah, you're talking Rock City.
Yeah, we make
but
sure.
How do you deal with that?
Oh, it's... See,
that
here's
would
the
piss
thing.
me off. I would start throwing people through the wall.
It does. It absolutely does. But there are a couple things I've always got to remember. Most of them are kids. They're younger than you and I. Mm-hmm. They don't have as much world knowledge as you and I do. I know that the deal we offer is incredible. I know that every deal that we offer for the bands at least gives them an opportunity to make $250. I know that I feed them. I know that we do these interviews. I know that I don't leave them out on the street.
You pay for your own. You pay
Yes.
for them to be publicized.
Yes.
You make a CD of their live performance.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Well,
pictures from America.
Yeah, pictures. We try to give everything too. Like, let's say they do a recording. Sure, it costs extra money, but we have Neve and API mic pre's, Pro Tools 11. I mean, the works, right? $150 for a live recording. Everything separated tracks. Now, some bands and people have this entitlement thing going on, where they expect 1 million people to come to their show, where they expect to sound like just gold has been like fairy dusted down. Mm-hmm. And that's just entitlement. So they don't know any better. They don't know that they actually have to put work in. But more importantly is, a lot of times the definition of work has been lost. And a work ethic is imperative. It just is in order to keep going and to keep it, the flow going and all that kind of stuff. So in my head, it's they don't know that much. Let me help them have a bit of more knowledge. So that way, the next show, it won't happen. Or they have a better understanding of who I am. A lot of times when two people get in an argument, it's because one person doesn't understand the other person or the other side. Mm-hmm. So you have to, in my eyes, and trust me, I get frustrated, you have to be a little bit bigger than that and go, okay, he's not understanding what I'm saying, or she's not understanding what I'm saying. Let's re-explain in a way that they might understand. And just having patience is something that is big. Now, of course, there are those people that just no. You know what I mean? Where I just like nope.
You got it. I mean, emotionally, it's an emotional roller coaster.
Oh, yes, it is. You go home and you deal with that.
5 forward, 4 back.
Yeah, and it goes like that. But that's the nature of my game. And it's the nature of your game, and it's what I signed up for. So I can't be mad at myself for signing up for something like that. I could definitely think about it and go, man, maybe I need to talk to somebody. But, and my other thing is I can't let them see that it hurts my feelings. I can't let them see that it, something can hurt this other thing or hurt this other band or whatever. I have to be that fair to everybody, stone cold, and extremely nice. And
that's what I am too. I am stone cold. I don't let no one see my emotions. But honestly, all right. So for the music awards, we had 2 bands walk out on us prior to the show.
Okay.
Broke my heart.
Oh yeah, because it's all this hard work that you're doing and that you're putting in. All this
for
money.
them,
yeah.
for them, not for me.
Yeah.
What am I getting out of it?
Then they walk away.
Months upon months of work, January to September, hell, and it's just.
It is frustrating, and it's like, and that goes back to this next question, I guess. It's like, what can we do, or what can you do to help, or what would you like to see help invigorate this music scene? What can we teach kids out there? What would you like to say to these kids that are out there that are part of the music scene, or they're just beginning, or that have a band? What are some words of wisdom that you can offer up to them?
Number 1, perception is reality. Be nice to everyone. Like, the world right now is filled with too much negativity and too much evil that it's not going to, we got to tip the scales in one way or another again. Because not the way I look at the world, but the people I encounter, and I encounter a lot of people on a weekly basis, they're just so negative and so hurt by life. Like, be that light that no one else can see.
Just because you get hurt once does not mean that you're going to get hurt every time after that. You'd be surprised on how many great people are out there and how many people that really want to help. But if you have that attitude that you think somebody's terrible or blah, 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 or I'm too good for this, nobody's going to come helping you.
And I agree. And like, I know, because I put my heart down every single day. And I do it for, our scene. I do it so we can thrive and survive. Because when we first got on the scene, our scene was shitty. And I'm not just saying, it's red light. No, it's a lot of people. It's a collective unit. We all came together because we all realized how much of the scene wasn't there. But if I were to give any piece of advice amongst what I already said, we got to do it together. And that's what the Music Awards is about. The Music Awards isn't saying that, guess what? Once a Wolf is better than Black Dragon, or Hard Six is better than After the Smoke. That's not what it's about.
It's about bringing everybody together.
One race, one genre, and it's all one. We were one because you went to the Music Awards, you saw everybody under one roof celebrating music, and that's it, and celebrating each other. And if you know how to market yourself, if you have one of those Music Awards, guess what? You can get on tours, festivals. Say, I'm Ventura County Music Awards,
Absolutely. Yeah,
And
a
that-
winner
use
or
it.
nominee or whatever you were.
Use it to your advantage. Let's get on. Let's get on. We need our guys to get on because the talent's here. We just need to hustle a little more.
Do you feel like the hustle has been gone? Do you feel like they expect you to hustle or me to hustle for them?
Everyone has this. All right, you want to know something?
Yeah.
I was thinking about this shit the other day. All right, people have this idea in their head. They want to be discovered. This American Idol bullshit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, and then me. And they're like, they don't want to go and meet somebody. They just want to get their attention, you know? And look at me.
Yeah.
And that's not how it works. It might happen for Justin Bieber, or it might happen for, these little punk kids, One Direction. But that's not reality. The reality is you have to work your fucking ass off and you think every fucking day, you think to yourself, do I really want to do this?
Yep. Work ethic.
Do I really want to continue? Do I want to quit? And once all the quit is beat the hell out of you by life,
Totally.
then you're going to succeed.
Yes. And that's I think it goes with pretty much anything you want to succeed in life. If you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a musician, look, if you want to be a doctor, you go through all those years in medical school, right? And then what? And then you go to a hospital and you're still working, and you're working like 14-hour days
For dick pay
for nothing.
and to get shit on.
Right. On purpose for 2 or 3 years to see that you really want to do it and that people will trust that their life in your hands. I mean, it just makes sense to me. And that's, I wish for me I'd see a lot more work ethic. I mean, we'll hold free meetings over here for bands to help market them and to help teach them how to do things, like just trying to give them more ideas. How long have you been a DJ for, and what got you into that?
Okay. Like I said, I like to shit talk. We've been doing this red light since 2008, 2009. And before that, like, I had a show called the Tim Amoroso Show. And then I had I also had I had a couple shows going on.
And
crawling.
through those like 8 or 9 years, what has been the hardest out of those 8 or 9 years? What has made you the maddest? What has almost kicked you down?
I had a lot of my team leave, and this past summer, and the music awards was almost destroyed. Like, it'll never be like that again. We had a couple people leave, and then those people like go other people away. I love everyone who's ever been on Red Light, even the guy who put me in jail, because you contributed to our dream. For people to just believe things without running it by me, it made me really question who I was, because you have people who you think you're friends, like, seeming rooting for you to fail. I don't want to cast stones saying stab me in the back or something like that, but I was so upset about that I said, I don't give a fuck if I don't get zero sleep. Guess what? I'm going to make the music awards happen. I'm going to do it, and even if I'm the only person doing everything. And the good thing is we have an awesome community. Chris Austin came through for us. Robert McKinley from Fallen Saints, they really helped us out a lot. And those are two people. Ansel Bartley, who was part of our show. Awesome people. And I appreciate, we did it together, and it was the most successful one that we've had yet. As far as the amount of people that we had. And, actually making a profit this time.
Yeah,
like,
that's always nice, right? To support the next one.
Well, I mean, I did the math, and it ends up being about 13 cents a day.
Okay, it's still something.
Or 13 cents an hour for 8 hours a day.
It's better than 13 cents a day.
Yeah. So if I make 13 cents a goddamn day doing the music awards, and success. That's the way I look at it. Oh, and we started a documentary. We submitted it through one of our guy's friends who's in Hollywood, and our documentary got approved for Netflix. So our documentary is gonna eventually go through Netflix.
Oh, that's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah.
Would you consider those things? I know we went over some of the bad things, the bad stuff that has happened. But are those like give me the best things that have ever happened?
That is definitely on the top deal.
Awesome.
When we got green lighted for New York, I think that it made me cry
Yeah.
because
I
shows
don't know.
that we're different, we're special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It means that you've done something that other people have recognized that and have bumped you up and have said, good job, we want you over here. In fact, we need you over in this town or this state.
Yeah.
In life, who are some of your heroes? It's one of those questions that I hate asking, but a character like yourself deserves to be asked that question.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
You know who Shawn Michaels
Yeah.
is? WWE. That's my dude.
That was WWF back in the...
WWF, yeah. That's where I turned.
Okay.
I was so shy and I was so beat down from my family. Like, I needed an escape, and wrestling was my escape.
And Hulk Hogan did not do it for you.
No,
The
yay.
Undertaker. Were you not scared when The Undertaker walked out in the coffin?
But, I mean, think about it. Do I want to be Undertaker? I want to walk around dead?
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Shawn Michaels was one. I mean, he was portrayed as a ladies' man. He was funny. He was immature. And that drew me. And so that's where I did that's where I based a lot of my humor from.
It was an older Tim.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels was
Without getting
really
girls.
reenacting you back then.
If you heard it on the internet, it's true.
Do you think that bands and venues still need promoters? Or do you feel like venues and bands can take the power back from them?
I think we'll always need promoters. But when I promote, I don't charge anything.
Right.
I don't get a single dime.
Well, you're doing it for the love of it.
Right.
Yeah.
However, with that being said, I
Do offer a package up for $59.95 that he will help you promote a little bit more.
no, I don't know where you got that number from. I promise. I never offered you $59.95.
I was just
promoter
I
here.
was just throwing a number out there, okay? I was
All
trying
right,
to help. 100?
I've tried. I know we're talking.
Okay, I see it.
I think the reason why I do it is because, no one's gonna call me out on shit. If you're gonna say I don't have the love for music, guess what? I have proof that I don't get paid for things I do, and if you want to call me out, let's go. Let's compare things. I think that we need the promoters because when you see other people promoting, it makes it seem more special.
Yes. Well, it's
know what
like
I mean?
high school rules. And when we have our marketing meetings over here with bands, I say this. Couple things I say. First off, if you don't promote your band, why should I? Second
Amen. Amen.
off,
You know how many people don't promote to go on red light?
How
F
many-
you guys.
how many people, we'll put money behind Facebook ads. We'll do this. They won't do it for their own band, which amazes me. It just
There's
kind
also
of
younger kids too.
Yeah. The other thing that I will say in
We
regards
even
to
make
that,
the flyers.
oh yeah, we
and
do the
people
same
don't.
thing. Yeah.
Now it's just turning a bitch fashion, huh?
Yeah, just
Bitch session.
I hate them. No, just kidding. But it's it is really important to do. But we'll have the marketing meetings. We'll sit them down. We'll do the the newspaper ads, all that kind of fun stuff. And it's just to sort of show them. But if they're not sitting there hungry for their bands, man, why should I or why should you or why should anybody do that? It just doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it goes back to what we talked about at the beginning. People want to be discovered. They don't want to work hard. They just want to be discovered.
And in that,
That's why I don't
Weird.
put up like when we make Facebook posts, like we do a little flyer. They don't share. Like some of them do, some of them
Right.
don't. But a lot of them that don't. Like, what are you waiting for? Like, what do you want? You don't want to promote yourself?
maybe I've gone back and forth with this. Is maybe they don't have the confidence in themselves, or they don't feel like it's cool to put themselves out there, or they're not willing to take the risk to put themselves out there because somebody might make fun of them.
Well, then you're
Then
saying
they should
that's
just
your
give up.
dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you already gave up.
Yeah. And then why keep going? As a person, what is the best advice that you've ever been given that helps you keep going?
It doesn't take a musician. It doesn't take an individual to build a musician. It takes a community to build a musician.
Rock City Studios! Get on the
The
stage!
next big thing that you see me behind, this dude is going to be a partner on it. Hopefully, you know.
Yeah, I want to be.
Oh,
And
you
it's
do? I was worried that you didn't want to do
to
it.
be
man.
a partner of this thing because I care and I want to see this thing step up to that next level. And I believe that the idea that we have, and hopefully it could be in the sand, will just take off, especially for this city.